The vibes of this Phillies team are at an all-time high. Everything's working right now for this team with just 17 games to go until the postseason, and they have basically locked up their second NL East title in a row. But as we all know, they are not even close to done yet. We're going to get into what's just going on with this team right now. Everything seems to be working for them at the plate, on the mound, in the field. It's the vibes are up. They are through the roof right now. And once again, 17 games to go until the postseason, and this team is starting to feel a little different than the others. I wanted to start off with Harrison Bader today. The Phillies got Harrison Bader at the trade deadline after acquiring Johan Duran. And a lot of people wanted a bigger bat, and a lot of people said Harrison Bader wasn't going to be enough for this team. And he has been the absolute opposite of what every single person thought. Harrison Bader, since becoming a Philly, 33 games, a .333 batting average, a .398 on-base percentage, and a .533 slugging percentage, good for a .932 OPS. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. He's been absolutely incredible on and off the field. It seems like Bader kind of came in and told this team, hey, we have what it takes, but, sometimes we need to sack up and do it. And Bader doesn't seem like he's afraid to, speak his mind and tell the team, what needs to be done, even after just getting here a month ago. And I think it's been a godsend for this team. This is what Bader said last night after the game. He said, I have a lot of gratitude for the Twins dealing me here. I'm grateful that they did right by me and allowed me to play meaningful baseball. I think the gratitude is the thing that I'm most overwhelmed with, because there will be a point, hopefully it's after winning the World Series, where it all comes to an end. So it's just important to embrace it all. And it seems like everybody is embracing this guy, but it's not just Harrison Bader. It's everybody on the team. Here are some September splits for you really quick. Brandon Marsh has a 1.433 OPS in September. Harrison Bader has a 1.202 OPS in September. Bryson Stott has a 1.069 OPS in September. Nick Castellanos has an 867 OPS. Weston Wilson has an 821 OPS. Max Kepler has a 775 OPS. Then you go back to August, right? OPS leaders: Kyle Schwarber 916, Trey Turner 905, Bryson Stott 864, Harrison Bader 825, Harper 823, Marsh 803, Kepler 789, Wilson 773, JT 763. Everybody on this team is bringing it right now. Every single person in this offense, every single person in this rotation, everything is working out right now for this team. And it just feels like they know that they're good enough to go and win the World Series. Obviously, Schwarber goes out last night, or on Tuesday night. I haven't decided when this video is going to come out yet. So it might come out after Christopher Sanchez's start. So if anything bad happens tonight, I haven't seen it yet. So just bear with me here. But Schwarber hits 50 on Tuesday night. Stock gets his 500th career hit. Otto Kemp goes yard on his birthday. Ranger Suarez sets a career high in strikeouts. They do the champagne cheers in the locker room for everything, especially Schwarber's 50th after the game. Rob Thomson gives a hilarious speech. If you haven't seen it, it's on the Phillies social medias. Go check it out. It's hilarious. But it just feels like they have the confidence that, yes, they're going to, but they don't want to celebrate these personal accolades right now. This team has gone home time and time again over the last few years disappointed. And it doesn't seem like they want to do that again this year. And specifically, I think going into the trade deadline, the Phillies needed offensive upgrades, whether it was guys in-house playing better baseball or getting somebody. They did both of that. Here are the Phillies splits since the trade deadline. They're 6th in home runs with 55. They're 4th in RBIs with 186. They have a .272 batting average, which is 4th in the league. They have a .334 on base percentage, which is 4th in the league. And they have a .468 slugging percentage, which is 3rd in the league. Obviously, once again, everything is working out for them. They have a 9-game lead on the Mets in the NL East. The magic number to clinch the NL East is 9. But more importantly, like I said in the previous video, if you guys haven't checked that out, I would go check that one out first. the biggest number here on the screen is that bottom one. It's that first round bye, which is a magic number right now of 14. They currently hold a 4-game lead over the Dodgers for this bye. Getting the bye, they can go in, they can reset their rotation, and they won't need a fourth starter until game 4 of the NLCS, which is just how the scheduling works out. If they get the bye, they reset. There's enough games between game 1 and 4 and 2 and 5 where those guys can go again. Everything right now is just seeming to work out for them. I think in previous years they've played really hot baseball during the summer. They've gotten into the August, September months, and they've kind of cooled off a little bit. And they went into the postseason not as confident. And I think Harrison Bader has been such a spark. I think Yohan Duran has been an unbelievable spark for this team. People want the Phillies to have close games at home because they want to see this guy pitch. They want to see the intro. They want to see the lights go out and the spider come out and the music come on and the Undertaker bell go off, right? Like, the vibes are great, and that's truly all you can ask for. With just 17 games left in the postseason, they're getting hot at the right time. They're one of the best offensive teams in baseball right now. Their starting rotation is still gross. Matt Strahm has an ERA under 1.5 over the last month and a half. Guys that were maybe struggling a little bit earlier in the season are really starting to find it. David Robertson, a guy who they picked up who's 41 years old, looks awesome on the mound. Once again, Duran. And then you get to the starters, Sanchez, Ranger. Ranger sets a new career high. Aaron Nola throws his best start of the season on Monday night against a Mets team who's seen him 30 times and knows every one of his pitches. Everything just seems to be working out right now. And yes, they know the job is not done. But it's just incredible what they're doing right now. I did want to touch really quick on Schwarber's 50th home run. He joins Ryan Howard as the only Philly in the 50 homer club. But that's not all. According to Paul Casella of MLB.com, 50 home runs, 123 RBIs, and 10 stolen bases. Schwarber is in some pretty historic company. Schwarber is only the 10th player in MLB history with 50 homers, 120 RBIs, and double-digit steals in a single season. The others. Are you ready for this list of names? Babe Ruth, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, Ken Griffey Jr., Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, A-Rod, Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and now Kyle Schwarber. This guy is my MVP. He should be the MVP. But most importantly, Schwarber is, as confident as ever. And yes, he's been in a slump recently, but, if there's one guy that's, maybe the most humble guy in baseball, it's Kyle Schwarber. And if I know one thing about Schwarber, he always gets hot at the right time. And maybe he's saving something up for the postseason here because right now everybody else is hot. And they're winning games even when Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber aren't giving them a ton offensively. Everything's working. 17 games left. And this team is just continuing to roll. They have a 9-game lead on the Mets in the NL East. Third game goes off. It went off last night. You guys are probably going to see this video on Thursday after Game 3 of the series. If you're watching this right now after Game 3, I hope they won. I recorded this during the day on Wednesday, so I hope they won. But, all-time high right now, the vibes of this team, and, they're doing it at the right time. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Harrison Bader, Max Kepler's resurgence, the outfield just working. And, doing all this without Trey Turner and Alec Boehm, it's incredible. I give the Phillies a ton of credit, losing Zack Wheeler for the season, losing Trey Turner for probably the rest of the regular season, and just still going out every day and doing a job and finding different ways to win with different contributions every night in the lineup. This has been the newest episode of Phillies Digest. My name is Luke Arcaini, and I will see you guys next time.